All right, you take a look outside. Plenty of sunshine out there right now, but also hazy in the sky. Those temperatures are right now into those 80s already, and we're still climbing as we get to this afternoon. Not only is it warm, but it's humid out there as well. Here's a look at these current dew point values. Anytime we break into the upper 60s and low 70s for those dew point values, that's that mugginess outside. You can feel the humidity, 71 there in Ozark, 72, then in Clarksville, 72 in Sallisaw. That's where that humidity, you can feel it out there. Good news is cold front on the way. That's going to change some things, not necessarily much cooler in the way of those daytime highs, but bringing some rain chances, maybe take at least the brunt away from that heat and humidity away. Here's a look at what we're expected to see later on this afternoon during the peak heating of the day. Around 4 o'clock, we could see those heat index values, what it feels like outside, into the upper 80s and low 90s across northwest Arkansas. Across the River Valley, though, a few places going to come very close to feeling like we're into the triple digits for today. Again, today's the warmest day. The rest of the week into the weekend, multiple rain chances, thunderstorm chances, at least going to take off the brunt away from that heat that we're expecting still to have the rest of this week. Still going to be pretty warm outside. You see the rest of the work week into the weekend, even into early to next week, we have multiple rain chances back into the forecast. Along the way, there's going to be some strong, maybe even severe thunderstorms associated with that. So here's a look at that rough timeline of what we're expecting over the next several days. A lot of these events going to be isolated to the evening hours. Tomorrow evening, we have a chance of a few of those scattered showers, maybe even an isolated thunderstorm. Friday evening as well, going into the start of your weekend, where over the weekend we'll have additional chances for more of those storms. So here's a look at Futurecast. Cold front's going to work in by the time we get to the afternoon and into the evening. That's going to fire up some showers, maybe an additional thunderstorm here or there, but it's definitely going to introduce more cloud coverage as well. So I think Thursday, while it's still going to be warm outside, not as bad as it is today. Futurecast shows you this. Again, by the time we get through our Friday morning, going to see a few more scattered showers once again going into your Friday evening. And then over the weekend, I think your Saturday morning looks okay right now if you have those graduations over the weekend. By the time we get to Saturday evening into our Sunday, maybe additional thunderstorms would be possible as well. Sunday looks to be our most widespread coverage as it stands right now. Of course, standing at Wednesday, though, still lots of days ahead of us for that data to change. So we'll keep an eye on it. Here's a look at that risk for tomorrow. Again, it's low. It's not zero, though. We do have the chances for some of those strong to severe thunderstorms. Level 1 marginal risk across parts of northwest Arkansas, most of the River Valley, though. You take a look at Friday's risk, though, and a little bit higher. Still mainly just that level 1 risk for most of us, but that level 2 slight risk does reach into parts of Carroll, Madison, Johnson, and Logan County, something we're keeping an eye on for Friday evening as well. Northwest Arkansas over the next 7 days, it looks like this. Again, today, plenty of sunshine, nice and warm outside, and it's humid. Definitely our warmest day that we've had so far this season. Now, the rest of the week and into the weekend, of course, you see multiple rain chances and thunderstorm chances back into the forecast. I'll tell you what, it's not going to be a complete washout, and it's not going to be an all-day event. Again, mainly over the next couple of days, these events are isolated to the evening hours. Across the River Valley, we're still talking about reaching up into the low 90s over the next several days, so don't think just because that cold front's moving in, all of a sudden it's going to be much cooler outside. Even through the weekend, early next week, we're talking about upper 80s and low 90s, even with those rain chances. Classic summer setup for us here, warm and muggy for the afternoon. By the time we get to the evening, a few of those thunderstorms.
Yeah, rain changes every single day after this, so might as well get out there in those warmer temperatures today.
There you go.
All right, thanks.